Well, good morning, guys. This morning we have some friends coming over, Stuart and Tony from Breaking Free Off Grid. They're gonna bring their tractor over so we can dig a trench from the cistern and get it plumbed underneath the house. We're gonna be digging about 25 or 28 feet from the cistern over to the house, and I'll show you the point of reference. So this is the end of the cistern. We're gonna be digging that way. That's about 25 feet, 25 to 28 feet, and need to go about 4 feet deep. And then we'll lay in some poly pipe. So I'll probably just get the hole dug today and not backfilled because I bought the wrong kind of piping, or I bought the kind that I thought I needed. Then I spoke to another well drilling guy and he suggested something else. So we're gonna go see if we can find that. And then we'll put it in, and then we'll probably end up backfilling it ourselves. So the tubes coming up out of the ground were from the original house and they're not any good anymore. So my plan is, instead of pulling water up from the top, put it in a building on here. What I want to do is I want to drill a hole down here somewhere and put in a pipe, retrofit a pipe in there. That way I can draw the water from the side, have it be somewhat gravity fed. I talked to a well drilling company in the local area, sent him some pictures of the cistern, and he said, I have an older cistern, which is fine. And the newer ones come with like 2 pipes that are plumbed in the middle of it. And he's like, we can drill a hole, a core hole with a diamond bit, and then put in a stainless steel pipe in there. And then there's a link system that we can go around the pipe, which actually puts compression against the pipe and the cistern wall and seals it pretty tight. And so that's what he suggests that we're gonna do. So he's gonna come out and take a look at it probably next week and then see if he can get the parts ordered. This is how it's looking so far. Stuart's doing a great job. We're repositioning here so we can get to the finish this trench going that way. don't know if you can tell, but the ground's a little hard. You can see his tractor lifting up when he's scooping. This clay soil is pretty hard on the tractor. Digging this out. These two wires right here, they're nothing, they don't go to anything anymore, but those three wires over there are the ones we got to be careful of. all finished up. Stuart's getting ready to load up his tractor on the trailer. Stuart and Tony, we really appreciate your help. Thank you, Stuart and Tony. So this is what the trench looks like. It's about 4 feet deep. Of course, it kind of comes up here to the grade, but we're gonna fill this with dirt, so it'll be at least 3.5 feet deep. But Stuart did a good job. That's what it looks over here. He dug this out so we'd have enough room, so when we want to start drilling over here, we could do that without any issues. If you want to check out their YouTube channel, it's Breaking Free Off Grid. So if you head over there and watch some of their videos, let them know that you came from Chasing Freedom.
This afternoon, I'm taking the time to touch up the black paint that we painted on the soffits on the bump out, just to cover up the nails and just make the boards look a little bit better after us just touching them and placing them up there to get them nailed on. I'll just give you a close-up here. So it looks a little bit better. These louvers, you know, I was just trying to get them painted because when you're down below you can just see them, and that kind of is like my OCD right there because of seeing the white part, you know, through them. But I think overall it'll look pretty good.
So this morning I'm working on covering the crawl space with some leftover materials from the bump out. So I have some flashing installed, and I'll be putting on the other metal panels here in just a minute, but I'm getting ready to secure this to the top. Okay, so I left quite a bit of gap here in between, so it's going to come over, run this way, drip off, and then when we open this up, as you can see, I have quite a bit of clearance before I start touching the metal, and I think this is tall enough to lift in and give us plenty of room to get inside here.
We had some leftover water and ice shield from us putting it on the bump out, so we put it onto the cover for the crawl space. So we just got 2 pieces on here. And getting it smoothed out as much as we can, and then we'll get the panels on. All right, here's a look of it done. Matt did a good job getting this on here with all of the metal that we had left over. And so we just got to figure out how we're going to get the lid, you know, up, because it's pretty heavy now with the metal on it. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do at this point.
Okay, so I'm in the crawl space underneath the house. Here's the water tank that I had put in. You can kind of see that it's tilted. And after much debate, listened to you guys' comments, had some people come over, take a look at it. I think the best thing to do is to actually remove this thing, cut it out. It would take too much work to dig the foundation out to get all the dirt underneath it. It would jeopardize my my beams, my support beams right here, if I was to do any more digging. So I think the best thing to do is to cut it out. Okay, so now that we got the top off, I think we'll go around and make some cuts along the sides. Makes it easier to get out of the crawl space, and then do a horizontal cut and just take out the pieces and work our way down. So we got the top half cut off, and we need to get the shop back because there's actually some water inside the tank here. We're gonna vacuum that out so it doesn't go inside the dirt and cause moisture. Okay, so we finished emptying it out, but the shop vac was taking too long. So we got a submersible pump and put it in there. And so there's just a little bit of water left, but we're okay with that. So now we're gonna finish cutting the rest of these sides and trying to get this thing out of here. All right, so we got the tank removed. I'm gonna show you what the hole looks like. So this is the awesome hole that I dug. I don't know if you can get an actual good perspective on how deep this is, but it's a good 5 feet deep. Maybe 8 feet wide. And we're gonna end up filling this back in. So hopefully that's a good perspective of what the hole looks like. We're probably gonna fill that back in. We might try to use part of it as a root cellar or like a cold storage area, I'm not sure. Because I'd probably want to concrete that or do something with it, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but I think it needs to be filled in, make it easier to crawl around down here and do things in the future.